Keyshawn Davis suffering the consequences. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronson on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's talk about this real quick. I haven't talked about Keyshawn Davis in a little while since his last outing, which wasn't even an outing because he outed himself. He outed himself out of the Edwin De Los Santos fight. And he really didn't care. He showed up substantially overweight. He flexed on the scale like he was flexing. You know, like Edwin De Los Santos was going to be so strapped for money that he was just going to go ahead and take the fight. Surprise, surprise. You didn't get the fight that night. Edwin still got paid, and there was some shenanigans on his end internally with his team, but that was for him to work out. I didn't really talk about that. One of Keyshawn's brothers proceeded to get his behind whooped in the ring. And he decides he wants to go backstage and start a fight. Now, whether he insists that that's not what he did, it happened. And that was a black eye on the sport. And it was a black eye on what? His brand. And he's the businessman. So his brand is very important to him. But he showed that he was nothing but a YN, as y'all call it. We don't do that here. I'm not in support of that term. But if y'all want to call yourselves that and live up to that, then I will refer to you as such. And that's just what this kid did. Starts a fight, caught on ESPN. Babies in the carriage. And it was a melee, and it was disgusting. Businessman, right? That was a black eye on your brand, and all your brothers have suffered the consequences. They're not as good, as talented as you. And you was doing right by them, trying to bring them up. But what are you trying to bring them up to do? Behave like that? You're supposed to be the example. And funny, after that happened, and I've been quiet about this, after that happened, you haven't heard a thing from him, right? Until recently. Now, I'm not going to play the video. Y'all seen it by now. He basically said he's kind of retired. I don't know what that means. You know, basically, let me tell you what that means. I told y'all that after the shenanigans that he pulled that night, ESPN, top rank, no one's going to take a risk on him because he's now a risk. All the talent in the world, but behaves like a grown adolescent. And this is why they don't want to invest in YNs. See? Now, to the left and right side of this, you see direct quotes. He says, just reflecting on that night, it was super wrong, and we're going to right what I did. It wasn't right at all. Me not making weight was not right. It was unprofessional. Well, let me stop there for a moment. Listen, young man, YN. That's all I said. Now, I had a few Keyshawn Davis fans that showed up to my channel, and they support him unconditionally. And I just said, hey, man, that was unprofessional. And what do you think they say to me? You know, Keyshawn Davis, it seems like he has fans that are brewing that are like the other Davis fans that love him unconditionally. I point out the discrepancy in behavior. What do they call me? A hater. So I'm supposed to support what he did. And what if I supported what he did those few months ago, and now he's coming back saying that it was unprofessional? Now, how do y'all feel disregarding what he did a few months ago? And now, as of August, he's saying it was unprofessional. How y'all feel now? But let me read on. He says, I can see why people thought I didn't care. Everything about me looked like I didn't care. Yes, exactly. That's all we said. I knew it wasn't, I knew I was not going to make the weight before I stepped on the scale. Oh my God, you see this? Everything we alleged. Remember when he got on the scale? And I said, why is he flexing? He was like 6 pounds overweight. And I said, you know what? He didn't even try. You got fighters that they have to be wheeled to the scale on a wheelchair. I seen this one guy at a UFC event. At the weigh-in, he had to get help to the scale. He made weight, but he was pale, like he was about to pass out. I said, wait a minute, he's fighting tomorrow? Something got to be done. That was ridiculous. But don't listen to me. You see what he said right there? I knew I was not going to make weight before I stepped on the scale. Surprise, surprise. That's what I said in the first damn place. This kid didn't care. And he thought Edwin De Los Santos was just going to be strapped for money. He was going to take the fight. He was going to bully Edwin. Edwin said, hell no, we're not doing this. But Edwin got paid. You didn't. And then you're going to troll. You're down on the front row eating popcorn. I said, this is a bad look. This is the businessman? Now, stop right there for a moment. We're about a little over 6 minutes into this video. Am I a hater? Because everything he said right here on the left side of the screen is what I said. That night, that's what I said. That Sunday, that's what I said. In reference to the fight, after his brother lost, the melee after the fight, that's what I said. Now he's saying I'm some professional. I had a bunch of goons talking about, oh, he's young. Oh, he said he didn't start. I don't care. He shouldn't have been in the locker room. Let me read to the right side of the screen. We didn't put our hands on anybody. You know, YN, I don't believe that. He had no business going down there. I shouldn't have walked into Daniel Albright's locker room. Wait a minute, I just said that. But nobody got touched. Don't believe you. All of that got blown out of proportion. I feel like I let everybody down. Okay, fine. You did. Because you know what's crazy? There's a few Keyshawn Davis fanatics that come to my channel. They haven't even asked about you. They damn sure got your picture in their avatar. You let them down. But since that happened, you disappeared. They ain't been asking about you. Hey, Drew, where's Keyshawn Davis? I just said, I don't know. And now I'm updating them. If they follow you on social media, they saw what you said. Because you don't know what Top Rank is doing with you. You don't know who is going to be willing to take a risk on you. And give me a minute because I just got a notification just now. Let me go on and says, I acted like a kid that night. I let everybody down. You don't say. It's a tough pill to swallow. I'm back though. I'm better. I am healthy. Well, I didn't know you was hurt. I'm glad you're not overweight. I'm glad you see you're wrong. You know what that means? Opportunities were slipping through your fingers, kid. Opportunities were slipping through your fingers. You thought you had a bag on you. You thought you was untouchable. You thought you was Ryan Garcia. You know Ryan Garcia? Buddy of yours? Right? Right. And let me tell you the news I just got. As I'm doing this video, shout out to my brother Blue Blood Sports TV. He just posted I'm gonna go look at it in a minute. Video says Turkey Al-Sheikh is still interested in making Keyshawn Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. Now, here's the problem, Keyshawn. That fight is not up to you because you want all the smoke. It's up to Teofimo Lopez. Now, Teofimo Lopez ducked $11 million when it came to fighting Devin Haney. What makes you think there's enough money for him to fight you? I don't know if it's going to be $11 million. It might be 11. It might be less, businessman. But here's what I know about Teofimo. He don't want to break bread with nobody black. So if he's not going to take the $11 million from Devin Haney, good luck getting that fight. I'm not saying it's impossible. He might, which would be funny, because that would just tell me that he sees you as less of a risk than Devin Haney. But if he didn't take 11 from Devin, boss, will he take, I I don't know, 5 for the businessman. You already said that he scared you off. Now, Tio might be looking at this saying, oh man, he's desperate. He's desperate. And I'm not going to let him eat off of me. So Turkey might be interested in that fight all he want. But if Tio won't go to the ring with you, you back to square one. Now, if you don't get the Teofimo fight, I don't know what you're going to do. Because like I said, you're not Ryan Garcia, bro. You ain't got the complexion for the protection. Only Ryan Garcia could mess up and get $1 million opportunities, bro. Yeah, all of that tap dancing you was doing, I remember what you did, man. Devin was going through his trial, dealing with this stuff. I remember what side of the street you was on. And I'm reading what you said right here. Everything that we all said. The Turkey Al-Sheikh is still interested in this fight with you? I don't know. Tio didn't take that $11 million for Devin. You ain't gonna run. You ain't gonna stand there though, right? Let's see if Teofimo could break bread with you. Hope it works out for you, businessman. I don't know what y'all think, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!